Hello everybody, this is Professor here. In this video, I'm going to explain you a simple strategy to make at least about 500 points every time in Bank Nifty. This is not an intraday method; it is for short-term or swing method. In this method, we are making use of the hourly chart of Bank Nifty, and I'll make use of only two indicators, no moving averages. The first one is the RSI 14, that is the standard RSI which we are using. In the RSI, the overbought and oversold settings are at 60 and 40. The second indicator which we are using is the parabolic star, and there the setting are the standard 0.02 to 0.2. So I'll click on that. So now I have got the indicators on the chart, RSI as well as parabolic star. Now let me explain you the rules first. This is a hourly chart of Bank Nifty. You can use it and test it on any other script or index. You can try it on Nifty, or you can try it on Reliance, or you can any other scripts of your choice. You can try and see and backtest and see whether it works or not. I'm explaining you for the Bank Nifty. Now the beauty of this method is that it will ignore all the sideways movement, and only in a trend it will activate, and you will get proper signals and entry and exit signals. The rules are you have to take the RSI value. When the RSI value crosses 60, you have to take an entry. Now if I go back and show you on the chart, recently on the RSI cross 60, you can see on the chart on the extreme right, the candle which is there, the green candle which is there, the RSI value is 63 point something, and the Bank Nifty value is 35,488, right? So this is the point where you can consider entering on the next start of the next hour. It's an hourly chart, so when this candle occurred, after that you can enter. The parabolic star, which you can see, it is in the form of dots, and in this candle the parabolic star is below the candle. The dot you can see is at 34,766. It is mentioned there. You can see on the chart itself. Just in the previous candle, the dots were above the candles, but in this particular candle, the dot is below the candle. Okay, so dot has to be below the candle, and RSI has to cross 60. Okay, so now let's move forward and see what happened. I'll scroll it to the right, and you'll find that the price started moving up and the dot started going up along with the price. So we started from 35,400 something, and at this moment on the chart we are at around 37,000 something. Okay, so now let's move forward still further. The dots have risen. The dots will act as your stop loss. So every hour your trailing stop loss will change, and you have to keep your the stop loss as the dot value. Okay, the previous candle's dot will be your stop loss value. So now as we move forward, you'll find that we have reached 37,600, and in this particular candle, the last candle, you can see the dot is above the candle, and the previous candle dot was below the candle. Parabolic star was below the candle. Now the price at this moment is 37,200. So because the previous dot has been violated and the price has gone below the previous dot, it means that you have to exit. You could have exited at the dot value itself, that is whatever was the dot value in the previous candle. At that point you could have exited, or you can exit now also at 37,200. So our entry was somewhere around 35,500, and the exit is at 37,200. So we got in this case you would have got a profit of around 1,700 points. Okay, so now what is the situation of RSI? RSI is still above 60, and but the dot is above the candle, so we cannot enter in that. We have to wait. Now if you scroll further, you'll find that the dot value is still above, and in this particular candle, the dot has gone below the candle, and the price of the candle is at 37. The closing price of the candle is 38,048, and RSI is obviously above 60. It is at 74.9. So now you can re-enter. In fact, you could have re-entered above the previous dot, when the price went above the previous dot. But even if you are entering now, the entry price is 38,048. The dot is below the candle, and the RSI value is more than 60. So let's see what happens further. And as I scroll further, the dots are moving. Prices come down a little bit, but again started going up. And if you see the situation, which is the right now at the moment, the price is 38,735. We entered at around 38,000, and the parabolic star value is 38,532. So we are already in profit of around 700, and still the trade is on. The stop loss at the moment is 38,500. So you can see that this method is good for getting good moves of more than 1,000 points sometimes, and sometimes it may not give you that big moves, sometimes it may give, and you can backtest and see, but the stop losses are usually comparatively smaller, of 100-200 points, and the moves which we get good moves of more 500,000, 1,500 points, like that. This is as far as the positive side is concerned. That is when the price is moving up, we are making use of RSI 60 and the parabolic star. What about a fall? When there is a fall, the rules are slightly different. We have to consider the RSI value less than 40 for entry for the short side. Now let's scroll back and see what happened when the RSI value fell and the price came down. Now look at this particular candle on the extreme right, the RSI value has gone below 3040. It is at 39.4, right? But in the next, which means in the next candle you have to make an entry, because the RSI has gone below 40. Okay, so now see what happens in the next candle. In the next candle, the parabolic star dot went above the candle. For entry on the short side, RSI should be less than 40 and the dot should be above the candle. Now right now the RSI is 44, but in the previous candle it had gone below 40. So you can still make an entry in this of short entry, because now the dot is above the candle, and that will act as a stop loss. If you are entering, you'll short at 36,700 something, and your stop loss will be 36,928. So the stop loss, you can see that, is around 150 points, is about 200 points, a little bit less than 200 points. Okay, so now let's see what happened further when as we move forward. So the parabolic star dot is above the candle. RSI at the moment is 44, but in the previous candle it had gone below 40. So you can make an entry, or you can make if you want to avoid this, you can wait for a RSI value fall below 40. Okay, let's see the next candle. Next candle, you will find that there is a fall, and the dot values are moving down, and you can see there is a steep fall now, and we have entered at around 37,700, and you can see that the price has fallen down to 34,400 right now in the chart, and the dot value is 34,674. It means the stop loss value is 34,674. You have shorted it, and we had a nice fall from of around nearly 2000 points, more than 2000 points in this case. And in next candle you will find that the stop loss will be hit. When the stop loss is hit, the candle will be above the dot of the parabolic chart, and the stop loss comes at 34,823. Okay, so this is how you can do a shorting also, that is you can short sell and make profits. Remember that we don't have to enter if the RSI is more than 40 on the short side, and we don't have to enter if the RSI is less than 60 on the long side. So you are avoiding all the sideways movement because of these rules. And the trailing stop loss you have, so you have to strictly follow the stop loss, which is the parabolic star dots. And once the price crosses the dot on the higher side for shorting and on the lower side for long trades, you can exit. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I hope you'll make some practical use out of it. You can subscribe to my channel for more videos if you want me to put more such videos. And also please share along with your friends so that they can also have some knowledge on how to trade. You can also use this method for other scripts and other indices also, and for longer term trades you can use this on the daily chart also. Okay, thank you very much for